Hey guys. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in that moment where the woman you really like, maybe she's your girlfriend, maybe she's someone you're still trying to impress, looks you dead in the eye and says, "Babe, can you help me out? I just need some money." And suddenly, your chest tightens. Because part of you wants to say yes. You don't want to lose her. But another part of you knows this request doesn't feel right. Now you're stuck in the crossfire. If you give her the money, you risk being used. If you say no, you risk pushing her away. So what do you do? Well, stay with me. Because in today's video, I'm going to reveal 5 powerful ways to refuse giving her money and still keep her interested. And let me warn you, one of these tips will shake you, because it's going to test whether she truly loves you, or just loves what you can give her. Don't go anywhere. By the end of this video, you won't just know how to say no, you'll know exactly what kind of woman you're dealing with. There's a trap most men fall into, and it looks harmless at first. Let me paint you a picture. Michael, 32 years old. Works a decent job. Not rich, but comfortable. He meets a stunning woman at a friend's party. Sparks fly. They text all night, laugh over dinner, and soon, they're inseparable. But then it begins. Week 1. Oh babe, I'm a little short on my phone bill. Could you help? Week 3. My rent is due. I'll pay you back, promise. Month 2. I have this amazing business idea, but I need seed money to start. But guess what? The more he gave, the less she respected him. The more he opened his wallet, the colder she became. Why? Because in her mind, the relationship had shifted. Love wasn't the language anymore. Money was. Gentlemen, listen carefully. When money becomes the currency of affection, respect begins to vanish. So if you've ever wondered why some women lose interest after you've been generous, that's why. She stopped seeing you, and started seeing what you could provide. Now here's where it gets tricky. Sometimes, you don't even realize that you're the one training her to ask for money. Think about it. You meet her, and you want to impress her. So you brag about your job. You casually mention your salary. You drop hints about your car, your apartment, the vacations you've taken. You show her you're the man. And in her mind, all she hears is, this guy has money. Lots of it. It's not that she's greedy by nature. But when you flash your financial status too early, you're planting a seed. And when that seed grows, don't be surprised if the fruit it bears is a woman who keeps reaching into your pocket. Now here's the scary part. Once she sees your life as a bank account instead of a partnership, you've already lost half the battle. But don't panic. You can recover. And that brings us to the first strategy. Gentlemen, control the signal you send. If you've been flaunting your lifestyle, stop. Tone it down. That doesn't mean you lie about who you are. But you don't need to announce every win, every paycheck, every purchase. Let her discover your value through your character, not your wallet. Because here's the truth, if she respects you for who you are, she'll stay even when you say no. But if she's only with you because of what you can provide, then trust me, no amount of cash will ever be enough. And if you've already shown too much, don't worry. You can still recover by shifting the focus of your conversations. Talk about goals, family, faith, or passions. Let her see your humanity, not just your bank balance. Now, what if she still keeps asking? That's when we move to strategy number 2. You've heard the old saying, don't give her a fish. Teach her how to fish. Let me tell you about 2 men I know. One gave his girlfriend money every time she asked. Hair appointments, handbags, bills, even emergencies that seemed to pop up like clockwork. The other man, he refused to hand out cash. Instead, he said, "Listen, I can't keep giving you money. But I can help you set up something small for yourself." He connected her with people, helped her brainstorm a business, and encouraged her to build her own income. Guess which relationship lasted? The man who gave her money eventually found himself broke, bitter, and dumped. The man who set her up. His girlfriend grew independent, respected him more, and their bond grew stronger. Here's the suspenseful truth. When you empower her to make her own money, you flip the script. Suddenly, you're not just a provider, you're a leader. But what if she doesn't like that? What if she rejects the idea of independence? That's when you'll know the truth. Now here's a strategy that will change the game. The next time she asks for money, don't answer immediately. Look her in the eye and say, "Give me 24 hours to think about it." Gentlemen, that pause is power. Because here's what happens. It removes the pressure. It gives you time to evaluate whether the request is genuine or frivolous. And most importantly, it shows her you're not easily manipulated. But here's the catch. If she gets angry at your hesitation, if she throws a tantrum because you didn't jump at her request immediately, that's not love. That's entitlement. And in that moment, you'll see her true colors. Here's another clever move. Sometimes, you don't have to say no outright. Instead, offer help in a different way. She wants money for a salon appointment. Say, "I can't give you cash right now, but I'll drive you there and wait for you. At least you'll save on transport." She wants money for groceries. Say, "Let's go shopping together. I'll get a few things for you." You see what I'm doing? I'm giving support without handing over raw cash. And here's where it gets interesting. If she's genuinely in need, she'll appreciate it. But if she's only after the money, she'll get frustrated. And that's when the mask slips. Now, brace yourself. Because this one is controversial. If she's really desperate for money, suggest she sells something she already owns. Yes. That iPhone. That expensive handbag. Those designer shoes she barely wears. Think about it, if she can ask you to part with your hard-earned cash, why can't she part with luxury items she doesn't truly need? And if she gets furious at the suggestion, if she looks at you like you've insulted her, pay attention. Because what she's really saying is, your money is for me. My things. Untouchable. That's not partnership. That's exploitation. And here's the harsh reality: your mother, your grandmother, generations before us, when times were hard, they sold jewelry, clothing, even furniture to survive. They sacrificed. So if she's unwilling to sacrifice even a little, then maybe, just maybe, she's not the woman for you. Let's wrap this up with the final test. When you refuse to give her money, one of two things will happen. Either, she respects you more. She realizes you're not a pushover, and she adjusts her expectations. That's the woman worth keeping. Or, she vanishes. She ghosts you, moves on, maybe even insults you. And as painful as that feels, it's actually a blessing. Because you didn't lose love, you dodged a gold digger. So here's the question: are you brave enough to test her? Are you strong enough to say no, and see what happens next? Gentlemen, your money is your blood, sweat, and tears. Don't hand it out cheaply. And if you found value in this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and share it with a brother who needs to hear this.